that I confess. Go with the kid, that's a safer. Me, I'm going for the win. They expect on my own connect. I run my own sessions. Executive produce, put on for the section. Driving down Western, what a blessing. Finesse everything that was on my checklist. Ops wanna know who I'm having with. Saw my name cause they really desperate. Dressing like me, gotta stay protected. Legend in my own mind, Machiavelli. Tell me I'm their favorite MC, so I really had to see mom's name on my sleeve. Am I really that nice? Gotta always keep it G.
We got a daughter now, so things are good, you know?
When are we gonna see you on a cover of NBA 2K?
By 2K27.
Okay, I like that.
Let's do it.
Are you ready to go get my team card? Let's see how it turned out. Let's go.
For those of you who joined
the dome of the California Capitol building lit up dramatically here at our broadcast location in Sacramento. And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Thank you very much, Kevin. Well, Cole Anthony has made a name for himself when it comes to hitting cold-blooded game winners. He said, I do this, man. I was bred for this. I'm not the type to go high.
Just like his dad right next to me. David, thank you very much. So with Wiggins sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Kuminga out there with Weissman. Then there's Hill. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Curry in at the point guard position. And for Sacramento, De'Aaron Fox out there with Marks. Then it's Bagley. And it's Mercer in at the 3 slot. Just sort of looking at the standings here, Greg, midseason. Do you think the conference system still holds any relevance?
Listen, I think for travel distance, it makes sense to continue to have divisions and conferences. But in the perfect world, I think we'd love to see, hey, let's just seed them 1 through 16 and determine who's truly the best.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
Both free throws good from Hill. And so Fox will bring it up for the Kings. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Yeah, saw the box score of that game the next day, and I thought, wow, that's a huge scoring night. Pretty impressive stuff there.
And it's Hill with the jam.
And once Rozier spots that hole in the defense, he just doesn't hesitate. Just sends the ball to an open shooter.
To the inside. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. And it's Hill penetrating. And it's Hill with the jam.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Curry against Fox. And that one drops for him. Fox has got his second basket of the night.
Fox not a jump shooter, just doing a great job of mixing it up offensively now.
Hill kicks to Rozier. To the paint. Here's Wiseman. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Kings have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And that one's good. Marks.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Hill up top. He's coming off a 40-point game against the Lakers.
Yeah, and it seemed like he spent about half the game shooting free throws. Credit him for really taking it to the defense.
Back to Fox. Bagley trying to free himself up. Unable to get that one. Hill passes to Kuminga. Here's Rozier. It's Curry outside. That That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Andrew Wiggins, he's checked in for Kuminga. Moody comes in for Ogier. And Poole subbed in for Curry.
His length gives Wiggins an advantage on the D. He can get his hand to shots that a lot of other players would not be able to impact.
Hill, corner with a block. And that one goes out of bounds.
Substituting on the court.
Rozier against Mitchell. Count it. 8 points for Hill.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
We've got De'Aaron Fox. Also Mitchell out there. And it's Mercer in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Lakers was driven. He scored 40 points, but it was his season high in rebounds that really stood out. He put up great numbers and a terrific effort. It's not a game that anyone wanted to miss, and they'll be looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
David, we appreciate the update. Greg will see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
Here's Hill. Curry kicks to Hill. Back to Curry. Inside. And Hill, the bucket on the assist by Curry. 12 points for Hill.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Outside, Fox. Here's Marks. He had 10 points in the win against Dallas.
His passing, another high point in that game. He made sure it wasn't all about him. He wanted to get his teammates involved.
Here's Bagley. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Bagley's got his first points of the night.
Well, Bagley bringing it right now and taking his frame and presenting it for contact.
Curry's shot is off. The Kings trail by 15. Here's Marks. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And Hill throws it down.
That is not possible. What we just... is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Fox against Curry. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Curry looking it over.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
1:30 left to play here in the second quarter. And here is Fox. He has 6, and he makes good on the layup. Fox has got 4 this quarter.
So shifty. Fox gets in there anytime he wants to.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. So they knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
And talking with the coaching staff, they said in that game they did a great job of not settling. Keep working the ball around, finding the best look. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Porter's checked in for the Kings. Anthony comes in for De'Aaron Fox. Mercer, guarded by Poole. Hill pulls it in. And here's Hill, who will bring it up for Golden State. They traveled to Sacramento last time they faced the Kings and came away with a win.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
Yeah, they sapped the energy right out of the building in that one. They just were knocking down threes, and it was deflating both for them.
Oh! Yikes! Look out below! How's that finish? Well, Wiseman's passing game is a work in progress, but he's smart enough to spot the wide-open man there.
The drive by Bagley. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Now, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
And that's out of bounds. Golden. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from Money.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
So with Wiggins sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got Hill. Terry Rozier is out there with Curry. Then there's Wiseman. And it's Kuminga in at the four-man position. And your experience, Brent, in the front office, has it changed how you view the game in any way?
I think, Kevin, it's a great question, and I'll actually take it beyond the game and talk about the NBA as a product. I think there's so much more respect that I have the levels to which organizations go to and through in order to put on an NBA season, from what they do in promotions and ticket sales to the lengths they go to provide.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Now, here's Fox. He's guarded closely. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the number of female officials in the NBA has grown in recent years. Commissioner Adam Silver said, "We've expanded our pipeline to greatly increase the pool of potential hires, and we've seen encouraging results. There's no reason why we shouldn't have more women as officials, coaches, and basketball executives in our league." Kevin?
Thank you, D.A. And yes, it's good. 22 points for Hill.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Mercer passes to Fox. Over Curry. Misses off the right iron.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Back to Fox. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
More and more improved floor awareness for De'Aaron Fox.
Hill with it. 24 points for him. Pass to Rozier. Down low.
2 minutes remaining.
Hill, no good.
2 minutes.
The Kings trail by 21. Here's Marks from 7, and it's sent back by Hill. 1:43 left in the third quarter of the game. There's the pass to Curry, and here is Kuminga.
Warriors foul.
Miles Turner.
Substituting on the court.
Wiseman with the ball. He's against Turner. Hill left side. Moody the pass to Hill. And it's sent back by Turner.
An elite rim protector and shot blocker. Turner excels at rising up and denying those shots.
You've got Bagley. Mitchell is out there with Anthony. And there's Miles Turner. And it's Mercer in at the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Moody the pass to Poole. To the middle. Here's Hill. No good from 11 feet. The Kings trail by 3. Mitchell outside. And they cash in right away with the quick shot.
A crucial breakdown defensively, and he was quick to make them pay.
You might see this in the early part of the game, but at this stage in the game, that's just really something unacceptable. He's a great mid-range scorer.
Yeah, nothing too fancy, just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Now, here's Mitchell, guarded by Poole. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
He's got to get to the line a little bit more here in the second half. Let's see if he can get that edge back that he had in the first.
He's perfect from the line this time. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Anthony. Warriors with the rebound.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Mercer, he's covered by Wiseman. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down now to just 3 in the basket for Mercer.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Take a look at him, locked in right now in this moment, wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Money.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
Terry Rozier's checked in for Moody.
And capable of delivering when his name is called. Wiseman enjoys getting the chance to come through in the clutch.
Timeout called by the Kings. We've seen Money really having a great game.
Well, I hope this one is not to draw up a play, but to think about how they're going to defend that man. He's putting up some major numbers.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, here's the message Stephen Silas gave to his team. He said, if we're going to pull this out, we have to do it as a team. We have to rely on one another, trust one another, and help one another. Let's go get this. Kevin, back to you.
All right, thank you, David. And so it's Bagley with it. He brings it up for the Kings. 7-point differential. 1:33 left to play here in the fourth. And finished off by Bagley.
Love watching Bagley getting confident in big possessions.
Now Hill. And the layup is good. Hill's got 14 points now in the second half.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Here's Bagley. That shot missing, and it's the Warriors taking it the other way. The drive by Hill. Bagley with the rebound. And here are the Kings now. They trail by 7. Bagley with another miss. On the wing, Hill. Defended by Bagley. Bagley with the block.
And Bagley's defense airtight that time. Nice concentration on D.
Fox, he's checked in for Mitchell. And the Warriors also making a change. Curry's checked in. Here's Hill. And that one comes up a bit short.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss? That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And they go to the intentional foul.
De'Aaron Fox. That's his first personal foul.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5.
It's pretty amazing Steph's road to becoming the man for this team. I mean, he recognizes in games when he should push the action and when he should pull back, and just constantly plays unselfish basketball to elevate his team's success.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're down by 6. 17 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
There's still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, act fast, but without mistakes.
Mercer. Pass to Marks from deep. It's rebounded by Curry. And an intentional foul right there.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy.
So we see the Warriors get the win here. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
I'm coming. I go one more on my left and one on my right. And loads more coming. Bro in the back and I'm in the back and I'm on the jeans. My bro see he got it. I'm finna ball like I'm Kobe. Too bad that she don't know me, yeah. She wanna go ham, so ham all on me, yeah. And she knows she a bad vibe, so I took her off in them streets, yeah. We came from nothing to something. Now they phone me for discussions. She said,
"2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And there's a look at the Ferry Building. We are...
Good evening to you.
I love his personality. That was a great story, Dave. Thank you. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Kevin Porter is out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Rudy Gobert. Then there's Jeremy Grant. And it's Bonga in at the 3 spot. And for Golden State, Wiseman's out there with Kuminga. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Hill in at the small forward. Here's Porter. And Greg, the outcome tonight could come down to the big men up front.
And versatility will be a key. The front court that can be physical, but also pass it and stretch the floor, I think will be the ones that end up on top.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Utah Jazz. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
Yeah, I mean, every time out, it's a learning experience to some degree, but that's not what they were looking for.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it hurts a little more when you play well and fail to close out a game. That was one they should have won.
So the Utah Jazz able to put the first points up.
Goodness. That's a big man move by Wiseman, roughing up the D with that emphatic finish.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. And here's Porter. 26 points for him last game against Orlando.
He was also an excellent setup man as well. This guy was cutting the defense to shreds with incredible passing.
Hill passes to Wiseman. It's back to Hill. Banked in off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Grant after the made shot from Hill. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. And he drives in. Wiseman with the rebound.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Hill with it. Now defended by Mitchell. Inside. Unloads from 9. Gobert pulls it in. It's stolen by Kuminga. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Way to create just enough separation to get that shot to go.
Well, to me, that's about skill overcoming size. And how about the fearlessness at the offensive end?
Now, here's Porter. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. A floater, and Wiseman sends it back.
And on a per-minute basis, Wiseman already gets a lot of blocks, and his defensive awareness will only improve with time.
Now Hill following the three-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell. And it's Hill with the jam.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Now, here's Grant. His last outing, 16 points for him. What I really love about Jeremy Grant is his work ethic. He's really put in time to improve his scoring.
Specifically, his jump shot. For a while, he didn't have a consistent free ball. Now, you got to at least honor it.
Some changes for Golden State. Moody comes in for Terry Rozier, and Poole subbed in for Stephen Curry.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
And down to the floor for the Jazz.
The pass to Thibault. Takes a three. Rebounded by the Jazz. Last time they met was in Utah.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
Well, give them some credit for taking advantage of a weak defense and capitalizing on every mistake.
So with Wiggins sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. He got Matisse Thybulle. Hill is out there with Kuminga. Then it's Curry. And it's Lyles in at the 5 down low. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Kings really lit up the floor. He finished with 32 points and a couple of boards as well. A terrific all-around game for him. He really put an effort to fill it up out there and make a difference for his team. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Well, to me, this is what great point guards do. Donovan Mitchell demonstrating just how skilled he is at connecting with open teammates.
Now here is Hill. 32 points for him last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the stripe a lot and cashed in when he had his chances.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Mitchell wide open. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. Mitchell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. A minute 42 left in the first half. Lyles passes to Curry, and it's good for 2. Curry's got his first basket of the night.
There's a confidence and an energy that allows Steph Curry to attack on the interior. This guy is excellent in the painted area.
Graham with the bucket.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Graham against Hill. No good on the shot. Now the Jazz take it the other way. They're off to battle the Clippers after this game as they'll be playing at the Staples Center. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Porter kicks to Grant. There's 57 seconds left now here in the second. 3-pointer, Graham. Curry with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him. Different look here for the Warriors. James Wiseman, he's checked in for Lyles. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Kuminga. Moody's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Rozier in for Stephen Curry. Palmer passes to Gobert. It's stolen by Wiseman. Rozier kicks to Hill. Passes it to Moody. There's the 3. Rebound, Utah.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
It's up a 3. Wiseman with the rebound. Wiseman's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. D2 from Hill. They grabbed their own miss, picked his pocket, and so it's the Golden State Warriors feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We come back right after this. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Money.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Utah, they've got Gobert. Kevin Porter is out there with Donovan Mitchell. Then there's Grant, and it's Bonga in at the 3. Here's Grant. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Greg, you know a thing or two about being a floor general. It's no longer just a traditional guard role.
Not at all. Now there are point forwards, even point centers. And an offense doesn't have to run through the backcourt anymore. You look at guys like LeBron and Jokic, it's a different game.
I tell you, at times, guarding Donovan Mitchell has got to feel overwhelming defensively. When he starts to go with the floater, look out.
Curry passes to Hill. Pulls it up. Here's Rozier. Nice work on the board. He's paying off with the basket. Rozier's got his first points in this one.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And the Jazz call time here.
And no doubt Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. It's deflected. Rozier with the steal. Curry kicks to Rozier. It's stolen. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Well, Mitchell doesn't waste time. He sees a chance to finish with authority and doesn't pass it up.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They've gotten out on the break over and over tonight as well. A lot of baskets coming in transition.
Now here is Hill. He's tightly guarded. There's 47 seconds left in the third. Unloads. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Now here's Udoh. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And stolen by Wiggins. Bring him against Hill. Lays it up off the glass. And the Warriors lead by 6.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
There's 21 seconds left in the third. Graham surveying the floor. Here's Udoh. Misses the shot. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got Wiggins. Moody is out there with Jordan Poole. And there's Hill. And it's Wiseman in at the 5, patrolling the paint.
Well, Gobert has settled in his ability to get to the free throw line. I'll tell you, he is excellent at getting physical with the defense and drawing contact.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Here's Hill. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Free throw drops for Hill.
Line for the Warriors.
And he can't hit the second.
Well, it wasn't a perfect trip to the line, but it was good enough to stretch their lead to 2 possessions.
Bonga, count the basket.
I love the tenacity. Terrific move at a crucial point in this game.
That is not settling. That is going for a high percentage look at a critical time. Nicely done.
Here's Wiggins. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Warriors lead by 5.
A good score inside for a 3-man. I mean, Wiggins can beat you with his back to the basket or facing up.
Here is Udoh. Over Wiseman. And Wiseman sends it back. Here's Hill. Rebound, Utah. Davis has got his 6th rebound on the night. And it's Davis with the ball for Utah. Udoh with the ball. Over Moody. It's deflected. Outside Hill. From about 19 feet. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Hill's got 20 points.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Utah calls timeout. And if you need help spacing the floor, Moody's your guy. He's a nightmare to defend.
And elite three-point shooter, you have to go out and guard him. But if you close out too hard, he can put the ball on the floor and take advantage of the driving lane. So pick your poison.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Kuminga's come in for Andrew Wiggins. Terry Rozier comes in for Moody. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Jordan Poole. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Quinn Snyder's huddle. He wants them to work for more easy baskets in transition. He said, the moment we take possession of the ball, I want us to attack. If there's nothing there, then you can pull it back out and run the offense. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. Jazz trail by 7. Down low, here's Grant. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, I like how Jeremy Grant continues to work on his game. The jumper is coming along, and he remains an exceptional defensive player.
Kevin Porter's checked in for Utah. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Hill inside, working on Grant, and the basket by Hill. 22 points for him.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Jazz have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the 4th. A lot of misses, just the one make. Here's Mitchell, and a wide open look for Porter. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
3 points.
Mitchell's got 3 assists tonight.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Money.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
And that's a foul called on Money. That'll be his second foul of the game.
3rd team foul.
Jazz trail by 4. Now Mitchell. It's blocked. Another shot. Warriors with the rebound. Wiseman's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And it's Hill with the jam.
Well, the IQ is just off the charts for Steph Curry. He senses when the defense has left someone open, and I guarantee you he will put it on time and on target.
Mitchell against Rozier from 11 feet away. Here's Grant. A beautiful reverse layup. Grant's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, Jeremy Grant showing some level-headed poise in the face of a big moment. Big-time shot. Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Bonga the pass to Mitchell. And again, it's Utah.
He might be young, but Mitchell is clutch. That's beautifully done.
Warriors have gone 4 of 8 in this 4th quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Gobert with the block. To the inside. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Back to Curry. Throws it up high. Money!
And look at Wiseman stepping up here, showing he's ready to shoulder the pressure of the moment.
Utah calls timeout. They're behind by 2. There's 38 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Outside, Porter. Back to Mitchell. 32 seconds left in the game. Grant gets a wide open look. Right between the eyes.
Wow, the growing up process delivers a big moment for Jeremy Grant. Big time hit.
And it's Hill penetrating. Some solid defense from Grant. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that will put them up by 2. Timeout called the Warriors. They trail by 2. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
Curry dishes to Hill. Back to Curry. To the paint. Got a piece of it. And that's a foul called on Money. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, what a performer this guy is. Game is on the line. He stands up and delivers.
And so it's Utah who scraped by with a win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Dorisburg, David Aldridge.